Hello and welcome to Camp Xbox, where we talk about all things Xbox new and old. And on today's agenda is a review of OlliOlli World, a brand new release for the Xbox Series X in 2022. Developed by Roll7, it's a 2.5D skateboarding game that is the third in the franchise of 2D skateboarding titles. As a huge fan of the twitch reflex style of the originals, as soon as I heard there was a new entry, I was really enthused. But honestly, I was a little bit worried too, because it was such a big jump from pixel graphics to these new 3D graphics. I wondered how perspective would change the game, and I honestly found that OlliOlli World was a fun experience with some shortcomings. In this game, you play as your own customized character on the path to reach Nirvana and become a skating wizard. Just a statement makes this entry different. The other games had absolutely zero story, and here we actually get cutscenes as well as dialogue to read before every mission. Now, I can't tell you that I loved it, but it's a nice enough addition and even offers a pretty easy way to skip it if you want to jump straight into skating. The story never felt like it got in the way, but personally I don't think it added too much. I found myself skipping all of the dialogue later in the game just to go play the skateboarding sections. And as far as gameplay goes, it retains a lot of that charm of the original games. You still use your stick in precise movements to do almost everything in the game. From ollies to wall rides and grinds, your right stick is moving constantly throughout. PCs moves together to attain high scores and beat challenges for each level. At first, a lot of these challenges can be fairly simple for any series veteran. In the first two sections of the map, I found myself having some challenges, but able to make my way through most of every high score and challenge. I would say right around the third area, the difficulty ramps up and never really stops going up. Especially when you factor in the new skill-based inputs such as late tricks, which asks you not to do a trick before you lift off the ground, but while you're off the ground. Wall rides are also a new feature that are heavily used and take some getting used to, but once you master it, it's a fun time. Skating around with this really chill soundtrack feels great. And there's nothing like that feeling of satisfaction of trying a whole level over and over and over again, and finally pulling off a whole one full trick combo from beginning to end. It made for a really entertaining time, but also a very frustrating one. It's the type of game you do have to put down if you keep failing, because you will fail a lot. And I at least was getting very frustrated at times. Yet it still kept that addictive edge. I kept pushing through to eventually reach those end credits, and it felt very rewarding. It was a joy to check out each of the levels with some really nice level design. The art direction they went for here is bold and lovely. The characters all have a really cute look, and they have stilted animations which are really charming. All of the levels offer some kind of vibrant color and weaving areas to skate through. I never found many issues with any of the design, and any gripe with the level design is kind of minor. I did have some issues with inputs from my controller, especially for things like grinds, not registering properly, and the challenges of the final levels becoming insanely difficult. But it's not that much of a deal because OlliOlli has just always been a hard series, but with some practice, I can tell you, you will be able to get it down. This new entry retains what made the others great, but offers up enough newness to still feel fresh. I do recommend you check this one out, especially if you enjoyed the last games in the series. It's a recommendation from me. If you enjoyed this video, please sure to give a like and subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below if you played this game and if you loved it or hated it. I would love to hear your opinion, and I'll see you here next time at Camp Xbox.